Jean is a story that focuses on a recently widowed mother and the relationship with her son, and kind of what she has to do when she finds out that her son might be a psychopath in the making. So the idea for Jean came around when Emma, the producer and lead actress in the film, and I were sort of kicking around ideas for a feature, and we were revisiting kind of old projects, short film ideas, and Jean was one of Emma's original ideas that she'd done a short story for.
Nick was incredibly enthusiastic about the original idea, and he took it in his own direction. He put his own stamp on the idea, on the story. He was amazing. He came back to me within a few days. He'd already got first draft, second draft, third draft written. He'd commissioned some storyboards. He sent them through as soon as he got them, and he was pushing for it all the time.
I've been a horror fan, you know, since I was in single figures, which I probably shouldn't have been. But I grew up loving the Evil Deads, you know, your original John Carpenter's Halloween, other slasher films, and Jean is definitely something that's kind of is influenced by those films of the era, but whilst being kind of an original story in its own right. In terms of cast, we've got Emma Wise taking on the part of Lauren, the mother, and we're also working with Jack Moore, who's a really exciting young actor who's done a mix of independent film, TV and commercials. In terms of crew, we've got Alex Veitch on board as cinematographer, so I've done a great deal of projects with Alex, a very comfortable working relationship, and he's capable of some fantastic imagery. We've also got Retract doing the soundtrack, which is going to be very digital and definitely harken back to those great soundtracks from the late 70s and early 80s, that kind of real synthy kind of track. So we're shooting this video because we need your support. Now that might just come in you sharing this video, getting it out on social media and just getting it to as big an audience as you can for us. Perks wise, there are DVD and Blu-ray advanced copies you can order right through to an exec producer credit. Also we're offering, which is a really fantastic perk, is that Alex, the cinematographer, and myself will come out for a one-day shoot. So that could be for a music video, it could be for a corporate video. We'll come out, we'll shoot that, we'll cut it together and then present you with that video. And that perk, if you're paying for that, it's considerably cheaper than it would cost to come to us direct usually, and you're actually helping fund a big chunk of the film. As an existing production company, we already have a certain amount of resources in-house, but what we're doing is something, you know, on a grander scale, and you know that requires finance. So we've done our sums, we know how much money we need to get to, and that's going to be spent on extra camera kit, lens packages, extra lighting, and a certain amount of grip kit to really realise what we've drawn out in the storyboards and looked at what we want to do camera-wise to tell the story. So that's really important, as well as feeding all of our crew, keeping them happy, giving them small budgets for each department, because we can't just set up a scene with nothing, so we need to give people the tools that they can use to actually really give us exactly what we want that's on the page and create it so it goes on the screen. Also, once we've completed the film, we want to have a marketing budget, and we also want to have a budget to actually enter it into a lot of festivals so we can really get the film some exposure. So obviously we need all the support we can get. We love and have an enormous amount of respect for this genre. We want to get this short film done. We've got another one planned, which we have a screenplay, storyboards and concept art for. And then we also have a feature-length body horror picture which we're developing at the moment. So it's all really exciting stuff, and we need your help because we just want to go on this journey.
Please, if you can help us in any way, it doesn't have to be monetary. If you can share on social media sites with your friends, with anybody else who's enthusiastic about independent filmmaking, please, we'd really appreciate it. It's a great thing to be doing, working with people who are like-minded and inspired, you know, about film.